Sometimes the hardest words to hear are the ones you most need to listen to.
So your pre-health advisor told you should think of a different career besides medicine.
Well, you're not the only one. That's something that people ask me about all the time. The first thing to understand is that just because someone can't see how you can get from where you are to where you want to be, doesn't mean that it's impossible to do so. So what do you do if you got that kind of feedback? The first thing that I recommend you do is take it seriously. Think about what their justification was. For example, I dropped out of high school, so I'm familiar with the idea of being academically unprepared. Maybe they're saying you have yet to demonstrate academic preparedness for medical school. There are many ways to do that. Think about where you are and find a path forward. I've spoken at length about post-bacs and special masters and all sorts of different ways where you can demonstrate academic preparedness. Maybe it's not just the GPA. Maybe you have some undiagnosed thing that's making it hard for you to learn, and they're seeing you and saying, I can't see how they're going to get there. You can investigate. You can learn about yourself. You can have ADHD diagnosed even when you're in college. Sometimes it's an untreated anxiety condition that's getting in your way on high-stakes exams. You can investigate, you can learn, you can figure it out. Sometimes it's just because you're not coming off as particularly mature. And again, many people have sheltered lives and don't develop a sense of worldliness until later on. It's really hard to give that feedback. People don't want to hear that feedback. Sometimes that feedback comes in the form of, I can't imagine you being a doctor. Well, okay, harsh, that could have come across better, but really try to think about what are they seeing and what can you do to improve upon that weakness. And maybe there isn't really any big weakness, but the way that you're coming across just isn't it. Learn from that. Why does this person not like you? What's different between the interactions that go well for you and the ones that don't? I know I've really rubbed plenty of people the wrong way, and I've learned a lot by trying to figure out how to modulate the way that I communicate to meet the needs of different people. Any feedback, no matter how hard, no matter how off-putting, no matter how cruel, can be useful if you are determined enough to make it useful.